Okay, I think that's it. So, welcome, good morning, everybody. This is the first of 7 little mini lives, which forms a very mini chakra training. So, I thought I would get some discussion going about the chakras. And so each morning I'm going to be here live on the Shanti Centre Shanti Centre Yoga Holidays Facebook page, which I'll then share to the training school, I'll share to YouTube, I'll share to IGTV. And each day I'm going to do a different chakra. So we're going to start at the root today, and each day we're going to go through. So that's how it's going to work, and I hope you can join me. And if you can't join me for all of them, just join me for whenever you can. And if you are joining me at any point, do comment and let me know that you're here. And also you can ask me questions whenever you want to ask questions. And what I'm going to do is, the more you engage with this mini chakra training, the more that I see that you're there and that you've commented. Even if you comment later, by Sunday, as long as you've commented by Sunday, I'm going to enter you for this free prize draw to win this beautiful chakra bracelet that my friend Amelia Hampton has made. She makes all of the chakra cards that I'll show you later, and the mala beads that I sell, which I'll be selling also half price later on in the week. So if you do comment, and if you are here and you take part in the trainings, in these mini trainings, then I definitely enter you, and I'll be sending it in the post to you next Monday. So I see that Dora's here already. Hi, hola chica. How is Spain today? I hope that you're okay over there in Spain. I'm still in Italy. I'm going to be traveling back to England on Wednesday. So Wednesday is actually going to be a recorded one, but I'll put it out at the same time, so you won't miss out. So I've got live today and tomorrow. Today is root chakra. Again, if you've joined, do comment if you can. I hope I'm seeing all the comments. Let me see if I can make sure that that I can show default. All viewers can participate in the chat, and hopefully I'll be able to see all these, because sometimes I don't get to see them till later. So I'm just gonna reply here, and that will hopefully get them going. So root chakra today. So what's going to happen is, because they're very mini trainings, I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about each of the chakras, and then we'll do a very short practice together to try and kind of get a sense of these chakras. The chakras are imaginary centers of energy in our body, and by imaginary I don't mean that they're not real, but they're not in the physical body. They are part of our energy body, and actually, in the tantric traditions, where we get the original chakra details, they didn't have rainbow colors. They didn't have all the vibrational aspects attributed to them. They had different colors actually, and they didn't have all the essential oils and the crystals and everything. But I think that they only serve to kind of make this sense of the chakras stronger. So I really like to mix in the kind of, the modern approach to the chakras with the ancient approach to the chakras. In the ancient text, the tantras were, the chakras were energy centers that you visualized to make them more real, and they were more about geographic shapes and deities. But the more that you meditated on them, the more real they became. So in my opinion, adding this vibrational aspect with the rainbow colors, the essential oils, they only helped us to get more of a sense of these planes of consciousness. So you can see them as planes of consciousness in our development as a human being. You can also see them as planes of consciousness in the descent from, spirit to physical matter. So if you think of them, you think of the chakras lined up one after the other in the order I'm going to take you through from root to crown this week. That's our kind of evolution as human beings, from this kind of, the root chakra being about survival and kind of getting our needs met as if you're a newborn baby, and then refining those planes of consciousness, moving up, to eventually kind of union and kind of seeing the bigger picture. And that's kind of your evolution. But it can also be seen as kind of our descent to the physical plane. You start as a concept, as an idea, and then you end up coming down and taking physical form. So root chakra is about your physical being. So it's associated with, it relates to the physical body, everything that's like kind of from the base of the spine downwards. So it's the base of the pelvic floor, the legs, but it also relates to the kind of really physical parts of the body, so the bones. It's so any kind of physical yoga practice or movement practice is going to awaken our sense of embodiment. So this is the kind of stage of development, birth to about a year old, when you're screaming for your needs to be met, and those needs are food and sleep, survival needs, like getting your needs met. So being able to be grounded and feeling safe and feeling secure is the plane of consciousness that we're talking about with the root chakra. So it's very much about being grounded, feeling at home wherever you are, this kind of concept of having an invisible link between yourself and the core of the earth, so that wherever you went in the globe, you would feel grounded. And also it's about kind of how you set up your home, also where you get your money from, because that's a survival need, right? Your relationship to your boss, your relationship to money. Because it's about your physical being, it also can relate to food, what you put in your body, your relationship to food, how you eat what you eat, and also your relationship to your body, like how if you take up the space in your body, feeling that you have a right to be here, you don't have to make yourself small, you can take up as much space as you want. And I know this is a big thing for us. We have this kind of fat phobic culture, and people starving themselves to look a certain way. And the opposite is true, overeating, kind of also people taking in food to feel grounded. I mean, how many of us, took all those kilos during lockdown just because we felt, we needed to ground, we needed this kind of relationship to our physical body. We needed to feel like we were here because everything else seemed a bit chaotic. So just knowing that is kind of an aspect of the root chakra. So root chakra is about grounding, embodiment, taking up space, survival, safety, security, and your relationship to food, money, your job, your home. And we can kind of think of the Ganesh elephant in relationship to this. Ganesh, they tend to in India give a Ganesh when people get married. It's kind of the Ganesh god is the lord of the home. So Ganesh here would preside over the root chakra, and elephants, they just charge, they just move forward. And the root chakra, the symbol is a square because it relates to the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Very, very grounded. So you can do little exercises to help you really connect to the earth. Root chakra is really also about our relationship to the earth, how we view the earth, whether we think we're just walking on the earth or whether we're part of the earth. We have all the same elements as the earth. We as human beings are made up of earth. We think we're different, we think we're humans on the earth, but we are part of the earth. And so it can really help us to nurture our relationship with the earth because we're the same. Helps us to really get a relationship to the earth that's a bit more balanced and not so abusive. So it can be really, really good. And also to take support from the earth, to be able to lie down on the earth. And there's this great book called Earthing, and I'll find out the name and add it to one of the comments. But how many benefits just being grounded, walking without shoes, putting your hands in mud, kind of being out in nature, how actually healing scientifically, it's one of those books that actually adds the science and the backing to why, earthing and being grounded is actually very, very good for you. So getting out in nature, walking barefoot. If you can, lie down on the earth, and if no one's watching you or you feel safe to do it and you're not going to get arrested, amazing to kind of get completely naked and lie belly down, earth to earth, like belly to belly with the earth. It's just amazing. And even just, if that's not appropriate for you to do, then just walking barefoot, just connecting your feet into the earth. So I thought we'd do a very brief exercise together. So if you're sitting, if you can stand up. If you can't stand up, just place your feet on the earth. And if you can, take your socks off and your shoes off, and just really place your feet, even if you're inside, which you probably are because you're on the computer, but who knows, you might be out on your phone. Even if you're inside, just placing your feet bare, nude on the earth, and just letting them feel that they're spreading out. So either standing up with your feet a little wide apart, don't try and stand with your feet together, take up some space. The wider the feet go, actually, the more grounded and downward the energy is going to feel. So, you know, make sure you're comfortable. Don't take a really wide leg stance, if then lots of more muscles are going to pull in. But just some space between your feet. Place your feet on the earth. Maybe close your eyes if you're safe to do that. You're not going to fall over. Or just glance at the earth and feel that you're actually looking at the earth and connecting with the earth that way. And start to imagine that the soles of your feet are like kind of suction pads, and that they're breathing in and out as you breathe in and out. So as you breathe in, imagine you're drawing earth energy up from the core of the earth, up through the soles of your feet, and bring it all the way to the base of the spine, maybe to the pelvic floor, until you feel maybe like a little tingle in the pelvic floor. It might come up high, and that's fine. And as you breathe out, just see if you can let that out breath follow its downward path, down through the legs, down through the hips, the knees, the ankles, the feet, down through the soles of the feet, and connecting down deeper, deeper, deeper into the core of the earth. And just continue like that. As you breathe in, feel a suction energy, drawing earth energy through the soles, through the ankles, the knees, the hips, to the pelvic floor. And as you breathe out, downward energy coming down through the legs, down, 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 deeper, 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 connecting into the core of the earth, as if the soles of the feet have threads, and the threads continue down. Maybe they're weighted a little bit or magnetized to this magnetic pull of the core of the earth. And just do that a few times, just inhaling, maybe drawing the energy up a little bit higher. And if you want to add a color to that visualization, you could imagine like an earthy brown color or a red color as you breathe in, drawing it up from the core of the earth, maybe flooding or washing the legs, maybe getting higher with red energy. And as you breathe out, taking all of that down to the core of the earth. Just take about 4 or 5 more breaths there. Your feet like really plugged in. You can always feel that they're kind of planted, hovering beneath the surface of the earth, or spreading out more surface area of your feet connecting into the earth. Okay, take another deep breath. You can also imagine there's little roots coming down from the soles of the feet that grow down. Every time you exhale, the exhale is giving them this energy to grow down and root down. And then taking a deep breath and finishing. Very nice. So I invite you to do that practice as many times as you can today. Maybe even write down anything that comes to mind during this practice. And just knowing that if we want to grow up, just like a tree, we have to root down. Knowing that we can't bypass this human nature, this food, this poo, these like really kind of heavy emotions that go along from being human. We can't just stay up here all spiritual and lovely and positive. You know, we have to connect to this. And actually, the more we can connect and go down and root down, the more we're able to blossom and grow in a very safe and very balanced way. So the root work is really, really, really hard and really, really important. A really important first step of any kind of journey for transformation, any journey into healing is really kind of, we ground first. So Josie Norton says, can you help me with the back, please? So yeah, let me know what that means, Josie, if you want to kind of feel more about the spine. So the root chakra just kind of goes from the feet up to the very base of the spine. They say it opens downwards, so it's like you're opening to receive energy. And then as we go up through the week, we're going to lift that energy up through the spine, or you know, the Sushumna Nadi, which relates to the spine. Obviously they're not in the spine, you don't have your chakras in the spine. So maybe we'll go into that a little bit more, or you just clarify what you mean, or maybe you've got a back problem and you're asking for some ways of visualizing something. So just let me know a little bit more specifically what you mean. And it's really great that you're here. So that's your homework. Homework is to do more of this grounding practice, get out in nature, walk barefoot if possible. I hope you've got a nice warm day out there. But even so, it's like this, people going sea swimming, you get used to it. The more you go out with bare feet, even just a little bit a day, just placing your feet nude on the earth. Maybe go and connect with some trees today. Go and hug a tree or sit underneath a tree or look at a tree. Just be moved by a tree. All these very subtle, because the chakras are so subtle, they just help your vibrational energy to kind of connect to that grounded energy. Just being near some trees will really help you connect. And then before I go, because I don't want to keep you too long, I wanted to tell you about Transform and Inspire, which is the 7-month journey. Now this is the big one. So this week we're going to work, this is a very mini training. We're working on one chakra each day, a few little exercises to help you, and then you go and then you come back to me tomorrow and you let me know, or you comment, or you email me, or you DM me, however you want to get in touch. But with Transform and Inspire, we get to spend a whole month looking at each chakra, and we go very, very deep into those chakras. And it starts next Tuesday, the 7th, which is new moon. I like to go through a lunar cycle. You have access to a yoga class for each chakra, a meditation for each chakra, a nidra for each chakra, lots and lots of supporting resources and materials, which are all loaded onto a resources page. And then we have 2 coaching calls a month, which are recorded as well. So if you can't make them, you can catch up. So you don't have to come to anything live. It's self-paced, but we have this kind of, monthly checkup. So we have new moon and full moon checkups. We practice shared ritual, shared community. We build community together. And this week, if you join Transform and Inspire this week, I'm offering a pack of these amazing chakra cards for free when you sign up. So these are these chakra cards which help you meditate on the chakras that my friend Amelia made. And you get a lovely little pack like this and all of the chakra cards. You have a little bit of information there. You also have all these cards. So if you're interested in buying these, they're £10 for the packs. But if you sign up to Transform and Inspire this week, then I'm going to send them to you for free. So if you're interested in these, get in touch. And also, if you want to have a different payment plan, because I know that at the moment everyone is really broke, and the thought of, we've just had a summer where everything's been opened up. So I know everyone's been out and having a lot of fun and spending their money. So at this point in the autumn, to pay the full price of a course which is going on for 7 months might be a bit overwhelming. So please do feel free to get in touch with me for payment plans. I can book you in for the course. We can start next Tuesday and you can pay me over time. I'm absolutely happy to do that. You just have to let me know because it's a bit of a faff with my system. So I can't put payment plans on my events, but I can work them out for you. So get in touch if you want those. And then later on in the week as well, I've got access to my amazing mala beads, which Amelia makes me. I've only got this one set here, which is rose quartz. I've got more at home. I'll be selling those half price as from Thursday onwards. So today was root chakra. Tomorrow is sacral chakra. Your homework is to do more of this lovely rooting, grounding exercise. Get outside today without your shoes and socks on. Maybe start journaling if you are going to take this journey, this week's journey. Just any concepts, how it makes you feel, what happens, go and see some trees, be out in nature, connect with nature, and maybe think about your relationship with food, money, your home, and how those things make you feel, and take up some space in your life. Scream like a newborn baby, get your needs met, eat when you're hungry, and go out there and be grounded. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And leave me comments, because if you comment, you are going to be in the draw to get the chakra bracelet. I'm putting this up on YouTube now. I'm putting it up on IGTV. Even if you comment on YouTube, if you comment on IGTV, if you comment on this film, even after it's gone out, as long as I've seen all the comments by next Sunday, you are in the draw, and I will send you this beautiful chakra bracelet, which has these beautiful gemstones for each of the chakras. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Same time tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining, and let me know how you get on. Have a good day. Bye.